Yo, what's up everyone? Silver Slayer. Welcome back for another video. So I made a post on Steam it today, basically just writing out my story, how I became a silver stacker, just since a kid, everything that happened. It's not too long. It's not like you're gonna be sitting here forever, but it's a fairly detailed look into my past. So anyone who wants to really know my story or how this all kind of happened, um, you guys can feel free to listen to me share this with you guys. I posted a blog on Steemit, and I wanted to share all of my YouTube subscribers, since the majority of my audience is from YouTube that has been here with me, and I feel like would want to hear this the most, since everyone on my Steemit's my a newer audience within the last week or so. So it's only right to share this on YouTube, but since you can't post blogs on YouTube, I figured I would just read it to you guys so you guys could kind of just go along. And plus, with me reading it, I can kind of like ad lib and tell you certain other things as well as we're going along. So anyways, so the post is called My Journey as a Silver Stacker. Um, so I just kind of start off saying, in this post, I'm going to share with you how I got into the world of silver stacking. My intentions are to hopefully inspire you and find something in my story that you can relate with, bringing you back to your early days of first getting into collecting slash investing. And that is the purpose of this post, is just to, tell a story of how I got into this and just throw you guys back to when you were a kid and you first got into it as well. That nostalgia factor, that stuff is very valuable. So it all started when I was around 5 years old. My grandpa and his friends would go metal detecting on weekends around old parks, beaches, and music festivals. He would show me his findings, and I always thought it was the coolest thing ever. I remember, in particular, he had a shoebox under his bed of old constitutional silver, and as a 5-year-old, it held the weight of pirate treasure in my eyes. I thought that was the coolest stuff ever. I would dip my hand in the mason jars and let the coins flow through my fingers, and I always loved how silver made that clunking sound when they hit together, and I always thought that was so cool, because you could always tell which was silver and which were just coins. I always loved collecting things as a kid. I collected sports cars, all types of weird things I found interest in. I still do till this day. I collect all types of stuff, from crystals to rocks to fortune cookies to everything. But nothing will beat the moment my grandpa gave me some old coins out of his own personal collection. From that moment on, I was a full-blown collector, looking at my coins for hours at a time. I still do, and always being so fascinated with the beauty of each individual coin. As I got older into my collection, and my collection started growing, I realized that there was some actual value in some of these coins, not from the numismatic value, but from the metal content. When I first saw this pirate treasure stuff, like, I thought the older the coin, the more expensive it was, or the more it was worth, and I never knew anything about the metal content, and I thought it was all about the coin, like the picture and where it's from. And then I started understanding that some coins are silver, some coins are copper, so that's when I first understood the value of silver. It wasn't about how much the coins were worth, but simply more intrigued by the artwork and the history behind the coins, since every coin told a different story, and it was like capturing a moment in history. I remember imagining how weird it was to be holding a pre-1900 Barber half dollar in my hand and wondering what all the crazy situations and places that specific coin has been in. Our family was happy, but over the years, everything financially started to go downhill. Our construction company went out of business, my grandma lost her job, and my mother was a single parent raising 5 kids. I'm the oldest, so I took the role of the father figure. This was the point in my life that I realized the importance of investing and saving money for security, but also building a future for myself, since I'm witnessing everyone around me living it miserable from their financial instability. I always knew silver was valuable, but never really invested into it as a form of financial security until around this time. I started watching hours and hours of YouTube videos, trying to understand the best strategies in coins, since this was a more serious level of investing compared to my childhood collection. My first 20 ounces were all poured silver from Atlantis Mint. love Atlantis Mint. I love the skull and crossbones bar, but also the 5 ounce Tombstone bar reminded me of that pirate treasure feeling I got as a kid, and that's basically why I loved poured silver and why I do. It's because it took me right back to my childhood, having that pirate treasure feeling. Um, then I started to understand the benefits of higher premium silver and went full force into pandas and kookaburras. At this time, I wanted to share my collection, but knew it was too risky to tell anyone in person, so I decided to start a channel called Silver Slayer on December 21st, 2016. Ever since then, I've been sharing my silver stacking journey by posting daily videos with my quickly growing channel, and can honestly say that stacking silver has forever changed my life in the most positive, amazing way possible. It taught me to see the world in a stacker's perspective, like when I'm driving around, like out in public and I see a Starbucks or a McDonald's or whatever, um, instead of throwing my money away at that shop that would satisfy me for, a half an hour to an hour at most, I think about how much silver I can buy with that. And that way to train my brain to, think of investing instead of consuming has helped me so much. It's helped me become financially stable to a degree I've never been in my entire life, and I owe it all completely to the silver stacking community. Now I'm simply giving back by also making content and inspiring others to begin the journey I started years ago. Because that's what it's about. The people that made those YouTube videos when I was growing up that sparked my interest to do this has helped me, so all I can do is give that back and do that for other people now, and that's why I do. So feel free to share your story in the comments below. I would love to hear your journey. So that is my post. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys do want to share your journey, you guys can comment in the comment sections of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking along and hearing what I had to say. So see you for the next video. Peace.